Okay, since last time I have done absolutely nothing. Yeah, we're the same level as we were whenever we defeated Diablo, but now we're going to be going up a hill and hopefully not dying in the process. Our goal today is to actually, well, not in this episode, but today on stream is to actually, oh, and that is the wrong skill we have on there, is to actually beat Nightmare difficulty, hopefully. And thankfully, the Burning Dead archers cannot pierce the bone walls, so we should be fairly well off there just by dropping out a bunch of walls between them and Mercenary, and hopefully Mercenary doesn't die in the process. We are currently getting burned alive, but at the same time we should be able to get over to our wall and just proceed up normal. If we can just kind of murder things going this way, and yes, we are using bone walls to a great extent. Oh god, those guys are frenzied up already. What did they... Oh, they frenzied up off of a barbarian. No! And that's a small charm, thankfully. We can probably use that. Generally speaking, what I'm looking for right now are grand charms, though. I would love a poison bone charm, a fungal charm as it is. But small charm, if it resists, is going to be nice as well, I guess. So let's go ahead and back up off over here. We're up by our wall. We generally want to hang to the walls to keep ourselves a little bit protected. That is a defense charm. Actually, I'm going to keep that. For reasons. We'll deal with those reasons later on. But for now... Let's see, can we deal with you guys rather effectively or not? Yeah, we can. And generally speaking, I just want to block them off as much as possible and then use all my spears to rip them to pieces before they can get through said walls. Thankfully, Mercenary does provide me with a bit of mana regen. He is currently dying to something. I'm not... God dang it, Mercenary, can you not just... What? For fuck's sake. Yep, he's gonna get it killed. For God's sake. Yep. I don't know why. He's a butt. He's just a complete butt. He was literally just hovering down there trying to die. So that is absolutely atrocious. I need to probably go bug him, but even still that wouldn't have protected him in that case because guess what? They are ranged, so they would have still been able to target him. So that's kind of the problem we're dealing with. We're just going to have to do our best to keep him alive for the most part. Golem is actually fairly good at helping with that, but at the same time, yeah. I'm not as worried about the Thorned Hulks as I am about the Burning Dead Archers, because they do convert a bit of their damage to fire, which can cause a little bit of pain. So, thank you for standing still down there, even though I was running away, my dude. Hopefully he just doesn't die to poison. And yeah, this is another reason why we blocked that off with the bone walls. Because, frankly, they are going to probably be a pain in the butt if we don't. So what I want is them to actually be focusing in on these bone walls a little bit. Ow. And not on me. Although they're still going to be aiming for me. I'd just rather the damage be dealt to the large inanimate objects made out of bones rather than my face. But staying on the wall here does generally give us access... Oh, God. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop out a bunch of bone walls. Mercenary's going to go down there and find some enemies, because that's how he do. Let's go ahead and get a golem up there as well, just to kind of draw the fire a little bit. He's going to probably, yeah, die fairly quickly, because he is a low-level golem. And those are minions, so they were probably extra strong if I had to guess. And there's still another one up there. But so far, not terrible, not great. I'm not looking forward to our situation with the Ancients. Although we do have bone walls, so that can help out a little bit. And so far our bone armor is actually staying up. And I just had it on the wrong thing. No! There we go. Kind of need to keep the Mercenary from getting in there. Otherwise he's going to get himself killed. So Thorned Hulk, if you could actually... Nope, he's not. He's not going to help. Hey, he leveled up again. Sweet. But we are going to get a decent amount of experience here as well. So it should be a fairly decent little go as far as dealing with the nonsense that they can throw at us. Let's go ahead and set up some walls across here. Just kind of keep our Mercenary isolated. Yeah, this is the downside of having your Mercenary be your mana potion, is he's going to be just kind of chilling there. So let's drop that, and we are ready to head into probably the less painful part of this, which is going to be the little teleporty buggers. Thankfully, we can deal with this. Now, here, generally speaking, we could bug him and it would keep him from getting attacked by the big wood guys, but beyond that, it's not going to help him very much. So let's see. We'll drop one wall there just to kind of absorb some of the hits and kind of channel them into one little area. And we'll kill off the little friends along the way. Hopefully life is treating all of you fairly well. And I will stab Doc Farron in the face. Yay! Ooh, he dropped a cedar bow. If we were using a rogue, which, speaking of which, you guys should go check out the rogue build video. Okay, so you guys are able to shoot across there. I am not. That's good to know. But, let's see. I'm going to get some bone walls. All up in their business, because, frankly, we don't want Mercenary murdered, and I don't have the resources to actually cast out a second golem just yet. So what we want to do is we want to take out as many of these as possible before those, start collapsing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duck down here. I'm going to take a healing potion. I'm going to grab a new one. I'm going to get myself a golem. You can see that we do restore mana relatively quickly. It's just a matter of, And yes, I do know that Bone Prison does get cheaper as you level it up. I don't care. Bone Prison requires actually focusing on something. Otherwise, I would use that. It's just, I would rather be able to cast it out like at the edge of the screen, like that, and block things off, than it is to actually have to encounter the enemy first. Thankfully, whenever it comes to the Ancients, we should be able to block off the little range dude. And the downside is we're not going to be able to block off the other two, but yeah, we'll see how it kind of goes. We will definitely have to bug the Mercenary for that, though, so that he can try to survive. I have a feeling that's going to be one of our big "we're quitting a lot" points as we try to figure out a good combo to deal with them. Because it's been a while since I've actually fought them as a bone necro. Okay, so bone wall there. They're going to focus in on me, hopefully. Yeah. We'll be able to take enough of them down that Mercenary is not going to be that bad off from it. So drop that out in front of the archers. Yep. As he immediately goes up and finds more. Can you stop that Mercenary, please? He is kamikaze Mercenary. Oh, how I would love it if, like, meditation was on a bow. Let's so use an Act 1 Mercenary instead. And let's see. It is actually slightly tempting to make a... Let's go ahead and get those up. But it is slightly tempting to make a character that uses Insight on their main, just because of what it can do. But at the same time, yeah, not always the best idea to have that equipped, because it doesn't provide plus skills. You get faster cast from other stuff. It's like, it's just very mediocre. Can you please stop running around? Thank you. And that was a situation where the Mercenary decided to stay back for once. Nice. So we should be getting close to the top right corner, which is going to mean that we are closing in on Shank as well. As soon as we hit that top right corner, we turn left. Hey, DF, hey, Squirrel, how's it going? Thank you for the raid. I would give you a shout out at the moment, but I do not have it currently set. Well, I do have the shout out command set up. I just don't have a free hand because I am playing hardcore and dying. Trying not to die. Did you have a good stream with Streets of Rage 4, Squirrel? Yeah, I was lurking. Let's see. Thorned Hulk goes down. And we'll go ahead and throw that up there. Mercenary has decided to get completely poisoned 97 times in a row, as we try not to die to stupid stuff. Let's see. But yeah, I've thought about changing my layout. I still wouldn't have alerts on audio, unfortunately, because, frankly, I hate it whenever I run into those on YouTube videos, and there is no way to separate the audio on this, unfortunately, to where, like, one's just going stream and one's going to YouTube end. Otherwise, I would. I have thought about putting visuals up there because I now can actually separate those. Mercenary, can you stop dying, please? For the love of all that is unholy. Because we are a necromancer. We're raising the dead. It's unholy. So I do see a shank up there, and sorry for the dog in the background. I can't do anything about it. It's just that time of day whenever loud is the order of the household. So, yeah, and we are dropping out confused because, Bone Wall is very effective. It's just we had too big of a kind of area to deal with enemies, so let's get them confused. They'll shoot each other and take out the rest of this nonsense. And so far, we're doing fairly well on this. But hopefully you guys are doing all right today. Oh, geez, 15. Hi. That's a lot of people. I just looked over and it's like, oh my. Hopefully you guys like Diablo 2. We're covering that today, but we do Solasta. We do. That would be a crappy stream. But yeah, we do Solasta. We do a bunch of RPGs. I do a little bit of action every now and then, but yeah. By the way, you guys should go check out Squirrel. He streams for good causes rather frequently. And he's currently doing some Streets of Rage, among other things. He does other games. That is for my regular viewers who happen to be watching the VOD. Because usually, one thing I have noticed is, like, if I play Diablo 2, the VOD count goes up, like, a weird amount. So I guess people are tuning in for Diablo 2, and I should be covering just that, but no. I like variety. Variety is the spice of life. I have to have it somewhere. So Demon Hide Armor, we could actually make him if that's a 2-socket, we could actually make him better stuff. But we almost got a level just going up that hill. It's F. If it was only 2 sockets, it would be so much better. Okay, Flawless Diamond, yes. Since we are playing hardcore and I don't have anything, because this is my first hardcore character in a very, very long time. I'm usually opposed to hardcore because if we die, we lose everything. I do have a fairly recent backup of this character that I can just upload to the server, though, for people to play around with. I think it was Act 3 that I backed it up last. But as far as new players, I don't recommend this as your starting build. I'm just more used to this character because I've played it more. And we are getting all the bloody Burning Dead archers. Why? It burns when I kill them. Okay, as far as these other things, let's grab the axe. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Soph. And let's see. I will identify this. Just to show it off. Death Spade. It's actually a really good axe to have whenever you're starting out. Not good for us. Actually, we will save it. I'll save it for a new character. So if we start like a Barbarian or something like that, or Paladin, I can throw it on them. We'll be just hunky-dory. Get rid of all this nonsense. So, how many of the tuxedos are here? Hey, Clocks, how's it going? I said I'd do Diablo 2 in a few days. Oh, God, this is gonna hurt. Mercenary. Okay, get them. And Confuse is so overpowered. A lot of people underestimate the crap out of it. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Confuse basically makes it so all the enemies fight each other. It is definitely like Final Fantasy Confuse, rather than, oh, we might hit you. It's like a 50-50 chance. And I should probably start gathering stuff to do a caster amulet for this character, if I possibly can get a good one. But we're going to need that probably most of the way through hell if we can get that far. And let's see. Bloody hilarious with having to starting hokey cokey loads. What? I have no idea what that means. Hokey cokey loads. I'm guessing that has to do with the like custom names for the enemies. I'm gonna go ahead and get more life because more life means less likely to die. And we're gonna keep going into Bone Spirit. I could go into Bone Prison. I don't want to. I want to just keep focusing in on, because we've got our main kind of like piercing, just everyday attack. We've got our kind of protect ourselves thing. We've got Confuse, and this is going to be our boss fighting thing. And yeah, it's getting up there in damage. It's just, we're going to see these things kind of start getting a little bit better as we start boosting that Bone Spirit. And we want it for Nightmare Bale. I'm grabbing that for some money because I have a feeling we're going to resurrect Mercenary a lot today. But it will take a little while for me to go through the areas in hardcore, unfortunately, compared to how I normally play, which is much more stubborn and fast-paced. And we're not going to bother with them rescuing the barbarians. Yeah, they probably deserve it, but the barbarians are out of the way. They don't do anything for me. It gives us 3 runes that we could use to make another Ancient's Pledge. We will come back if we need them later. That's generally how I treat it whenever I'm playing for myself, rather than for stream. If you guys are wondering where I got all the items on the normal characters. I should do a hardcore Holy Grail now I think about it. Just magic find on this character. If I can get all the way through Hell difficulty and get all the stuff going for that. But I'm not sure whether I want to spend the years getting all the runes again. Because it literally took how many years for me to get through... To get a Zod. I only just got 3 of them last year, so... And I've been playing this since Well, I've been playing it since it released, but... My save files for most of it are from 2016 or later. That said, I did actually find some of my old stuff. I'm not integrating it with the normal stuff for the most part, except for just like gems and, you know, basic stuff. Because the old items are different than the new items. So there are some distinct differences there. That said, I could install 1.0. I could install 1.07, which technically never was on BattleNet. Because there was a day 1 patch to 1.08. And 1.07 has a lot of little quirks about it. You guys fight each other. Another... Oh. No. Everyone get confused. And if I remember... Oh, yeah, those guys can get confused. Okay. Where is Mercenary? There he is. Oh, they were trying to blow up on Mercenary. That's fine. Let's see. I need Golem out. I probably should start pumping the Golem as well, but that's usually something I save for a later, like Hell difficulty. Because he does actually get bumps whenever you go up in different difficulties. So let's see. That could actually be good for a rhyme if it's got plus skills. And oh, nope, I am full. That's going to sell for a good amount of money.
Impossible.
That would not be a bad rhyme. Go ahead and dump this in here. For now. I need to start keeping an eye out for more rejuve potions. I keep forgetting that I'm low on them. And you have to realize, my brain for picking stuff up, I still have the I am playing softcore brain. So we end up having to deal with a bunch of that kind of nonsense. So let's see. This should be, yeah, those guys. The tentacle boys. Which are not too hard to deal with. Thank you for blowing him up. Wrist Blade. If we're playing an assassin, I'd pick that up. But right now, chances are, Nightmare difficulty, we're not going to get the modifiers on it we really want. So I'm just going to have to just kind of chug with this. I'm going to go ahead and grab another Golem. We are going to have to recast him a lot, but thanks to our Mercenary, it's not that big of a penalty because he's cheap. So get rid of that. Lasher, die! But yeah, we will be going for the usual 2-hour stream today. So let's get the healing potion, rejuvenation. Yep, I need to keep an eye out for that. And we'll continue on up. So let's see. Get those. And yeah, we're going to just go for the waypoints. I'm going to let the YouTube end of things have a nice short episode, because last episode was a long boy. Because I ended up not editing out the Diablo fight. Or, well, not editing it down. And we just lost our armor. Wow. And we've got, oh, we've got the Carver guys. These guys are a nightmare. The Shamans, because these have Glacial Spike. But anyway, we'll go ahead and let the YouTube people go. We'll stick with the Twitch for a while we go get some waypoints.